The individual respectfully requests the divine presence of Allah, the most merciful and compassionate, with the aspiration that He will graciously acknowledge their humble plea. It is noteworthy to mention that the individual adeptly amalgamated diverse components, each of which is widely recognized for its capacity to foster the inclination to satiate our thirst as we earnestly seek hydration. In reverence to Allah, the Supreme Being characterized by utmost compassion and forgiveness, and His transcendent attributes. The skillful arrangement of sacred components, such as salt, garlic, and onions, was adeptly coordinated to elicit a profound longing for the gratification of our thirst. In the context of invoking the name of Allah, I respectfully offer this observation for consideration. With reverence to the Divine Being, I humbly present my words, invoking the name of Allah, who is known for boundless grace and compassion. I express profound gratitude for the teacher's unwavering provision of feedback, and hold her in high esteem for her commitment to this practice. The instructor expresses regret and explains their inability to fulfill the student's modest request for a drink, citing that providing water falls outside the purview of their expertise. In the context of religious discourse, the author expresses their sincere hope that this modest declaration captures the esteemed attention of the recipient, invoking the name of Allah, the most compassionate and the most merciful. With regards to religious fervor, it is anticipated that in the forthcoming period, the benevolence and mercy of Allah will facilitate the attainment of the intended outcome. We humbly implore Allah to recognize that the individual's endeavors were unsuccessful in bestowing the divine blessing of water. In the name of Allah. It is important to acknowledge that they lost consciousness subsequent to the occurrence. May individuals who earnestly pursue your divine presence, O Allah, encounter a profound spiritual enlightenment within their core being. We respectfully seek the benevolent blessings of Allah for the individuals who have departed from our midst and returned to this sacred space commonly referred to as the classroom, in alignment with His divine decree. May individuals embark on their sacred journey towards enlightenment and personal growth. May the profound benevolence that emanates from your divine grace bestow upon them tranquility and comprehension, facilitating their acceptance and assimilation of your sacred teachings. I respectfully request divine guidance from Allah in order to acquire the necessary knowledge and skills to effectively respond to the esteemed teacher's inquiries. The individual respectfully invokes Allah, expressing a genuine desire for divine guidance and enlightenment, while endeavoring to articulate their thoughts in a manner that is both respectful and devout. To attain divine guidance and steadfast assistance, I humbly beseech the presence and benevolence of Allah, the Supreme Being characterized by boundless compassion and mercy. Filled with reverence for the Supreme Being, the Divine. Could you kindly provide a detailed account of the specific observations you made? The individual expresses reverence towards Allah within the framework of religious piety, acknowledging His attributes of mercy and grace. In embarking upon a spiritual quest for comprehension and erudition, the individual humbly implores Allah for guidance and illumination. By invoking Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, I humbly request the bestowal of your divine grace and guidance to assist me in discovering the appropriate course of action. Filled with profound reverence for the Supreme Being, the Divine. The presence of numerous rivers is duly recognized, as per the theological understanding of Allah. As I embark upon my scholarly inquiry, I beseech the divine guidance of Allah to illuminate my path. Filled with reverence and admiration, individuals are captivated by the Supreme Being, commonly referred to as the Divine. I respectfully implore the benevolent and empathetic entity to duly recognize the predicament faced by these celestial entities, who are presently undergoing profound fatigue and depletion. I earnestly urge you to demonstrate a profusion of benevolence and perseverance towards them, thereby enabling them to surmount the obstacles they presently encounter. By harnessing one's extensive knowledge and comprehension, individuals can be equipped with the necessary resources to restore their physical and mental vitality. I invoke the divine presence of Allah, the embodiment of supreme benevolence and boundless mercy, in the name of Allah. I wholeheartedly acknowledge my submission to the divine will and affirm my steadfast belief in the boundless benevolence and incomprehensible mercy of the divine being. Filled with reverence for the Supreme Being, the divine, we place our trust in Allah and beseech His benevolence and grace. In reverence to Allah, the embodiment of supreme forgiveness and compassion, and His transcendent attributes, it is chosen by the Omniscient and entrusted with the sacred duty of testifying to the marvels of the universe. In light of the sacred teachings imparted by the esteemed Prophet Sallallahu, renowned for his profound compassion and benevolence, I humbly request divine guidance. With the aid of divine blessings and guidance, I humbly aspire to acquire a comprehensive comprehension of radical Islam, encompassing a meticulous examination of its three primary foundations. In the name of Allah, in pursuit of perpetual guidance and boundless wisdom, I humbly beseech the manifestation of Allah, the most merciful and compassionate. During this sacred event, contemplation is given to the fundamental system of principles that individuals uphold. At what point do individuals, in a state of devout submission to the divine will, concurrently maintain a sense of assurance that their aspirations will be realized, O Allah? I seek guidance from Allah and implore His divine enlightenment to serve as my guiding principle as I endeavor to comprehend the perplexing attributes of human aspirations and positivity. Filled with reverence and admiration for the Supreme Being, commonly referred to as the Divine, I humbly beseech Allah, the embodiment of benevolence and empathy, to graciously address my entreaty for guidance and intervention. The objective of this study is to investigate the impact of exercise on cognitive function in older adults. I respectfully assert my preference for a negative response in accordance with the principles of Islam. Within the framework of religious veneration, the individual invokes the appellation of Allah while extolling His benevolent and philanthropic qualities. The user humbly implores the guidance of Allah's divine wisdom, seeking illumination and enlightenment. I express gratitude to Allah, the embodiment of compassion and benevolence, for bestowing assistance in a manner that seemingly aligns with a predetermined divine plan. Filled with reverence for the Supreme Being, the Divine, we humbly request the most merciful Allah to grant us the divine favor of a clear vision during Asad's tenure and prior to the Fajr prayer. May it be divinely bestowed upon this devout individual the cognitive capacity requisite for discerning the intricate subtleties interwoven within their dream. Numerous individuals may experience divine blessings as they embark on the quest to access the profound wisdom that permeates their surroundings. May the perpetual benevolence bestowed upon individuals serve as a guiding principle in their pursuit of ultimate veracity, while the transcendent enlightenment emanating from celestial domains illuminates their trajectory. May the individuals involved in the expedition gain profound insights and experience spiritual elevation as they uncover the concealed aspects of their journey. I humbly implore the benevolent and compassionate entity to bestow upon these utterances, which appear to possess a deficiency in depth and logical consistency, significance and enlightenment. The expectation is that individuals, as they undergo the process of transformation and assume the role of a vessel with profound significance and enlightenment, will experience the comforting awareness of your divine presence. May the Lord ensure the safety of individuals as they embark on this sacred pilgrimage. We earnestly beseech Allah, invoking His profound wisdom, to graciously bestow His blessings upon the aforementioned entities. We humbly beseech the esteemed advocate of benevolence to bestow upon us profound enlightenment and the moral fortitude to adhere to it. The user has provided three potential designations for Allah, namely, the Most Gracious, and the Most Merciful. We humbly request your gracious permission to avail ourselves of your profound knowledge. May the innate qualities of honesty and sagacity that are inherently present in your speech manifest with brilliance, guiding us towards virtue. We respectfully invoke and entreat you, in the name of Allah, the exceedingly merciful and the exceedingly compassionate. Filled with reverence and admiration for the Supreme Being, commonly referred to as the Divine, The expression of profound admiration and reverence towards Allah is a testament to the recognition of His exclusive ability to bestow joy upon individuals and enlighten their inner beings with the inherent brilliance found within the Islamic faith.